The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, now in his 17th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacoby Myers, 28 yards. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Colin Kaepernick.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Trucks over him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
2nd and 20. Kaepernick now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, Those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Pushes him over. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Kaepernick. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Kaepernick now on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Derrick Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. To throw is Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Touchdown! Nick Boyle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down and 8. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Kaepernick going to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Throwing now is Kaepernick. A check down here for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. To throw, it's Kaepernick. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers. James has got it. Complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Kaepernick. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Kaepernick now to throw. Pass incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our tripleheader here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the San Francisco 49ers who are moving on to the next round.
as they were able to eliminate the Seattle Seahawks. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 44 after a pickup of only a yard. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. To throw, Kaepernick. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Rodgers to Evans on the slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tucker's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
He has a friend of mine used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Aaron Jones and the offense trotting back out. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always had the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Rodgers now on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin with Henry. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Rodgers. Open man is Myers. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
On first down, it's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man right side, Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 24, Rodgers.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Jamar Chase.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Kaepernick to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big winner Williams there on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and down inside the 15 he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to advance to the divisional round. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.